while we're at it. Praise God. All right. So yeah, back to our discussion. What exactly makes a father? What exactly is the meaning of the word father? Is it, I asked before, is it only the people that have children that are called fathers? Not really. Okay, you have changed your mind now. Okay, why did you change your mind? Abraham. Abraham. Why? Because even though God that was telling him, I've made you a father of many nations. But if Isaac did not come, would you still have called him a father? If he had died without any child, would you have said Abraham is a father? It's risky. You don't agree? You see the problem? So it appears that the nationally agreed definition of a person who is a father is that for a person to be called father, they must have a child. Only one person has been answering me since. So, true or false? False. Nami, please tell us. Okay. You see? And it's coming from a woman. So we all agree now, because some of you are now nodding. We all agree that a father doesn't only have to be somebody that births. A father is somebody that can stand in the gap and provide fatherhood. Agreed? You see now. Okay. Is there anybody that has another different opinion? Anybody? Peace. It looks like the women have better ideas this morning. No, none. Auntie Kim? None. Praise God. It is very risky to define anybody by what he does. That's one of the biggest risks. You define a person by what he does. And sadly, that's how life is created to be. That's how we have been trained to do life. A person wakes up every morning and he goes to his Oga's house, drives his Oga to work, and drives him back every day without fail. What do we call that person? Driver! And you say, who is this man? He is a driver. A person goes out every day and he does like this on sewing machine. Cuts clothes, do everything. And he comes back. Steve, what do we call that person? A tailor. So when we say, who is Steve? He said, no, you know that tailor where did that side? Right? Now, everything that we can use to describe Stephen goes away. And we describe him by what he does. And that is the biggest risk in fatherhood. Because many times, we see fatherhood as the process of anybody who has put something, and the thing resulted in a human being, and the human being is now paying school fees for the human being, is now doing and say that's what? Father! Why? Because to us, life is about doing words, about verbs. But the first principle of existence, they taught us in English that there are two verbs. Verb to be and the verb form of to have. So the first is there is a form of who you are before we start talking about what you are doing. So fatherhood, sadly, has been reduced to, if we look at somebody, person never born, so no, he's not a father yet. He's not a father. He's not a father. And that's why we have single men who are walking around without that consciousness that, wait, as I am now, I am somebody's father. You say, but I never married, I never born. Exactly. That's the point. When you start preparing your mind first about, this is who I am, not what I want to, this is who I am, then something will start shifting in your mental frame. As at when I was like 25, I had already told myself, I'm a father. So, now, was there a wife? No. Was there any children anywhere? No. But I have built that consciousness inside of me. And what it now did was, it started tilting my mindset. So, I had one neighbor then. She had twins. 2 boys. If these boys enter anywhere, they turn the full life of everybody in that place upside down. So sometimes she'll say, I want to have peace. Something will just tell me, tell her to bring the boys. So I just read to her. I'm hearing these children's voice. They are jumping up and down because from our flat, you'll be hearing. I said, I know you want to have peace. Send them down. And she will bring these 2 military small boys like this. 3 years old there, 3 years old. Twins. And then I will hold them. And for like the next 5 hours, it's my life and my house that is turned upside down. So, but what was I telling myself? This training. You're doing something right. Come on. So I will get them, we'll sit down, we'll watch movies, I'll tell them about stories, I'll give them stuff, we'll do homework, we'll do everything. Before you know it, 6 hours. They're not even worried about food. They're not worried about that. Mom, they've not eaten, and they're not disturbing you. No, don't worry. You know. So eventually, I started understanding how to deal with 2 boys. Fast forward about 8 years down the line. Guess what happened to me? Good, 2 boys. Do you understand? When it happened to me, I was not surprised. I was already prepared. I've attended school. I've been in school since. How to engage boys will be like they use battery. You understand? My kids don't run on food. From morning till night. I will look for the small power bank where the power they are. Like, man. But, and that's the consciousness that everybody has to build, whether you have a kid or not. If you're a man in the house, that's the consciousness I want you to build. Same for a mother. Same for a woman. Motherhood is not conferred to you when you give birth. It's a journey. Do you know why? Because tomorrow you can just wake up. I don't need a man. Walk into the nearest adoption center. Take a child. So what does that make you? Mother, straight up. How have you been preparing? What have you been doing? See, without that mental preparation, whether you marry or the motherhood or fatherhood is cast on you, you will sweat without the mental preparation. Because, you see, the marathon is not that day that the athlete started 10,000 kilometers. No! That day is just, let us show up and run. I talked to one of my friends that runs marathon. this girl says that sometimes, if the marathon here we want to run is 10,000 kilometers, they would have probably done that 10,000 kilometers like 50 times to prepare for that one time that we're going to do Lagos Marathon or London Marathon. As in, you have done the journey 50 times before the day of the event. 50 times. Do you know what it means to run 10,000 kilometers? 50 times. And guess what? At the time you are running it, that is not the day of the event. It is just the mental preparation. So that on the day of the event, you will not go and collapse. If you see parents who are collapsing, if you see people who are collapsing they miss training. They miss training. Something just told them that, you can just wake up from your bed that morning, just eat a bar, eat everything, and then enter the road, 10,000 kilometers. By the time they get to 1,000, it looks like the heart is about to come out from their mouth. I did that nonsense one day. To run without preparation. After running, they say, let's play ball, let's play ball. I follow boys, so we say every morning. They go first jog like 30 laps or 50 laps for the play ball. I just start the field in that morning. Let's do it. By the time I run 5 minutes, Jesus Christ, I used that day. They were like, are you okay? Is everything fine? I said, no, not be when I'm okay. Not be me. What am I saying? In everything in life, there is a preparation phase that you can be doing without stepping into that role. And that was one of the things, those days, one of my friends used to call me acting big man. Because, you tell me something. I say, no, you can't talk to me like that. Can you talk to your guy like that? He's acting big man. Yeah, that's it. He's acting big man. I say, yes, call me that. Very soon. Very soon you manifest. And now when he sees me, he'll say, big man. I say, no be acting again. No be acting again. Because see, it's a mental preparation. And that's one of the things God wants you to always know about your life. That there will be 2 phases. The real phase where the test and the action is required. But there is the pre-phase which God will bring you into before the time. And guess what? That period is your disciplining period. Hebrews chapter 12, from verse 4 or 5. I think from verse 5. Now, the Hebrews 12 from verse 5. Hebrews 12 from verse 5. Look at it. It says, have you forgotten the exhortation which speaks to you as sons? It says, my son, do not despise the chastening of the Lord. Now, if you see this word chastening, you would think is the Lord bringing his big koboko and start flogging everybody. But this word here, chastening, in the Greek, is the word paidio. What does paidio mean? Child training. It has nothing to do with flogging alone. Now, there are times when the boy is not behaving well, and you have to rebuke, or you have to, be stern with punishment. From now you are grounded, stuff like that. But that is just one aspect of child training. That's just one aspect of this word, paidio. Paidio is a total process that instills discipline in a child. Are we together? Because there's a place I'm going with this word. Now, that whole process of paidio makes the child a total child. So when a father wakes up in the morning and sees the child still asleep, like this morning now, I woke my two boys up. Kairos was saying, guy, stand up. It's time to bath. Oh, daddy, it's time to bath. Woke him up. He took his bath. And we came to church. Now, there is no beating involved, right? But what is happening there is paidio. I'm training him that sometimes you might feel like you still want to sleep. The sleep is still there. But there is something you have to do that requires you to stand up and sacrifice that sleep, that benefit you are getting at that point in time. What am I doing? Creating a holistic child. So, stand up. Go to the bathroom. Take your bath. And then dress. We're going to church. He said, Daddy, but there are some people in this house that don't go to church on Sundays. I said, yes, that's some people. Not you. Not you. He said, but why do we go to church every Sunday? I said, I'll tell you when you grow up. Not now. We can't have this discussion. Because if I tell you why, you will not even understand. So, let's have this discussion when you grow up. What am I doing? I'm putting him into a disciplinary system that conditions him to behave in a certain way. Why? Because I know that by the time he imbibes the discipline, and tomorrow I'm not even there, if the system or if whatever is happening, the circumstance demands him to stand up, he will. That is what paidio is. And that's what the Bible is saying here. It says, my son, do not despise the paidio of the Lord. Because one of the things God does, and you can see here, the Bible says here, it is an exhortation to you as a son. One of the things God does is he starts training you, putting you in circumstances like waking you up early in the morning, say it's time to go. Will it make sense? No. Will it be hard sometimes? Yes, it's hard. Like after church now, guess where we're going to? To the swimming pool. Oh, Daddy, I don't want to swim today. Hey, it's for your good. I saw a father who was training his kid to be an athlete. A Chinese father. I wanted to recommend the police, please go and arrest. Go and arrest this guy. Go arrest him. This guy wants to kill this child. If you see regimen, 3 hours they were still there. I was saying, I'm tired. He said, son, when you get to the events, you're going to perform better than other people that gave up now. I mentor those days. When we get to a particular point, I tell him, man, he'll say, no, we are not done. We don't stop when we are tired. We stop when we are done. I just gather myself. I say, my organ never end. So who am I to stop? So I'll gather myself again. So we don't stop when we are tired. Because that's indiscipline. What is indiscipline? You did not stay the course. The course requires you to stay awake 9 hours. By the 7th hour, you don't go lie down for bed. You did not stay the course. That's indiscipline. That's indiscipline. You did not build strength. Proverbs 24 verse, we're going to come back here. Proverbs 24 verse 10. Proverbs 24:10. What did Solomon say? He said there's a day that is going to come, the day of adversity. He said if you fail in that day of adversity, Proverbs 24:10. Look at it. If you faint in the day of adversity, that day of adversity, if you look at it in the Hebrew, it actually means the day of testing. It says, if you faint in the day of testing, your strength is small. It means you did not build strength for the day of testing. So this is how it works. If you faint on the day we are running the 10,000 kilometers, guess what happened? You missed! You did not build the strength required for it. And was it on that day you were going to build the strength? No. There was a paidio, disciplinary process you escaped. And guess what? Now the day of testing has come. And what happens to you? You can't stand. You can't stand. Like I told you, Paidio is a whole system. And many times, it starts with small instructions. No, eat this morning. Small instruction. You see somebody that you should slap. So I can't come out from here. Guy, move away from here. Something will be boiling in your inside. You say, but I suppose clear this guy out. I say, guy, move away. You are building the strength. Because the day is coming when you will need that strength. If you have escaped sins, maybe not the day because it happened in one of my offices where I was working. One of my colleagues, always hot-tempered. The guy is standing beside me. Always hot-tempered. Opportunities here and there. Guy, calm down. Calm down. Until one fine girl came to our office one time. Jesus, this girl is fine. So naturally, bro started getting interested in the girl. And guess what the girl will do? She will ask questions. And this was the response, because she followed asked me, and all my guys. Let me just start with the guy. So, I'm one of the candidates to be interviewed. They say, how this guy be safe? Now only laugh, I laugh. And when she started asking all of us who are his guys, and we just laugh. He said there's something wrong. All of you have the same response. That when I ask, how is this guy? All of you just laugh. Is there something bad? People are not telling me what's going on. All of us start to bust laugh again. Why? Because we know. You see this your fine face, sister? Relax. By the next 3 weeks of your life, we're going to reconfigure this your face for you. As in, this guy went to my boss one time. He said, you have been misbehaving. You understand? For office. He said, guy, you are misbehaving, no? You are misbehaving. You understand? When? You never... Some of you don't know your bosses. God said, I will send the Ishmaelite. Who was it? I've forgotten who he said. I will send them to you as a thorn in the flesh. Yeah? Some of you don't know that thorn in the flesh, when they trick you, God is trying to help you build endurance, to be able to stand. So, some of you don't know your bosses are that thorn in the flesh. Because naturally, you can beat this guy on a normal day. But somebody just has to tell you, guy, you have to obey him. You insult your father, insult your mother. But you see, just calm down and take the insult. Even though you are burning. So that when you get home, if your wife still insults you, you know verse. You know the verse when your guy they see every day they insult. In my banking days, do you know the number of insults I took? One particular day they stood me up, told me, stand there. Goats. Enter well, enter. Understand? He enter. I'm like, wait, am I really? I get to look mirror whether emergency on dog. That one don't come out too. I know. I don't know. Back! Say, stand here! Who born you? They no talk. You need the money. If you talk from there, nice security go bond you come out. Now for your house, HR go bring your sack letter. They'll just dispatch it to your house address. So whatever they tell you is, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You go, they burn you inside your chest, but man, just take it. That is the whole PIDEO process. And you cannot afford to miss that training. So yeah, no do. I finish the story of that girl. So no do. The girl started getting cold feet. One day, my guy came back to his desk. His eyes were red. Very red. You know, once the eye don't red like that, we just know say something don't happen. So we all gave him time. Gave him space. After a while, guy, she no grabby. Said no, she no grab. We all laughed. Said we know. So that was when we started telling him. But you know, what do you expect? Make everybody wait day. Tell them about you. What do you expect? So from that day, he committed to working on his anger. It was a very long journey. But what I now noticed was, from that day, that his outburst just stops. So now, when anything happens to him that should push him and make him very, Incredible Hulk those days, will tear his shirt, he will just stand up and walk out. The first day into the thing, all of us look at ourselves. Look. Yeah? Hey! Then we say, woman power. It's already too late. He had missed the train. By 1 year time, the guy was clear. He not get anything where he did to him. There was one day I said something to him that the thing enter in body. I just look at I don't read. I just keep quiet. But you see that before when go scatter everywhere, do Incredible Hulk. You know, do him. Just quiet. When the thing don't too disturb, I just stand up, come out. But it was too late. All the opportunities he had for that anger management that he would have done, so that when this angel from heaven comes, it would have been a very straight yes. He just missed her. And I can tell you for free, the guy with the angel marry, he know who richer. He not find richer. See now. He just lost. Just lost. I'm just telling you, he was overqualified. But he missed PIDEO. He missed it. Those days I was in a church where they can suspend you if you don't wear the clothes you're supposed to wear. I've been in those kind of places. I would say, Pastor, what does it mean? Well, it was training. So what did he teach me? He taught me to conform. He taught me that systems have rules and that the world does not revolve around you. You know what? I've forgotten who. It was Saul. It was Saul. When Saul was going to look for his master's sheep, there was something Samuel told him. So when you get to that place, you see a band of prophets. When you get there, do as the occasion demands. That's the word, the instruction. Do as the occasion demands. So you get to a system, and all of a sudden you want to reconfigure the system, to bend it to you. Just, no. It says, do as the occasion demands. So what all those experiences taught me was, first, learn how to endure. Then learn how to conform. So that you can get what you want out of the system. There you go. So guess what? As I am now, if I enter any system again and somebody calls me goat, guess what I'll do? I'll just go one side where they tell me to stand and stand. Am I a goat? No, I'm not. We all know. Now goats they come, you know the one where they call Jesus? Call him criminal. Low life. You would have read it when they were going to crucify him. He said, this low life said he was going to destroy the temple. And in 3 days, he will raise it back up again. In fact, in another place, they called him son of Belial. Do you know, son of Belial, you know, there is Tog. There is Agboro. Then there is Awala. After Awala, now you go see son of Belial. That's the one they call no future ambition. So useless that even in the hierarchy of useless people, might be the last. Might be the last. That was what they called Jesus. Some people called him Samaritan. Say this guy is a Samaritan. You know, like when you say, there are some places where you used to insult people. If somebody just come, what do we call the person? Say the guy in a Jew, Abi? Now so it be when they say you are a Samaritan of those days. This one now booty. He just don't know anything. Anything. Doesn't know anything. Can I be this? So those were the names they were giving Jesus. Donate it. Did you hear him any day come and refute? I said, no, me, the Son of God, that they are worshiping. The Son of God is lifted. I mean, they call booty. No. Don't pay attention to them. On some cases, they said, you know what? If they burn you where? Cross this line. And Jesus, the Son of God, said, nah, guys, let us turn and follow the other way. Sons of thunder. You know them. James and John. They said, Lord, what kind of nonsense is this? Can you just allow us to call fire from heaven like Elijah did? So that you can burn all these people. Say, Lord, only one fire, only one fire. If this one don't burn them from now, nobody they burn, we will come to tell you this kind of thing. Jesus looked at them. He said, sons of thunder. If I begin burn people now, what will I go do when they crucify me? And I'm not going to even let them crucify me, sir. So you will end up derailing the purpose of God because of your indiscipline. Back to Hebrews. We need to close now. Back to Hebrews 12. Hebrews 12, verse 5. It says, my son, do not, and there are two things. Those are the two attitudes that I want you to imbibe to the disciplining process of God. The first, it says, do not what? Despise it. Despise means that you just call it nothing and overlook all those small instructions God is giving you. And the second attitude there is what? Discouraged. He said, do not be despised. Do not despise it. Nor be discouraged. Because some people look at the discipline and be like, Lord, I can't do this. I can't do this. I have learned how to remove that word can't from my dictionary of what I can do and what I cannot do. There's one particular day, our borehole was messing up. I wait for water that day. They could not finish fixing the borehole that day. I went out. I did not see those Meriwether push truck. And there was no single water in my house. Guess what I did? I dragged one truck like that. I started loading water inside. As soon as I came out, Oga, now you dey push am by yourself? I said, no, come push. come by yourself. I said, no, you're not supposed to be doing this now. I said, water no dey my house. He said, no. There's some things you should not be doing. So when I reach house like this, and there's no water, I'm going to look at my kids. I'm going to tell them, see, there are some things your father should not be doing. Now you're going to ask me, what kind of training? What kind of training am I giving to them? You're going to ask me. So I taught them what my own father taught me. That there is nothing you cannot do. Do you know, sir, there was a time my dad entered BC. He ran away. Went to one place and was doing iron bender. The day I found out, I cried. When I landed, my dad had 4 cars. 4! At the time I was born. So in the space of 10 years, to now here he's doing iron bender. One day I confronted him. He said, don't worry, you understand. A man has to do what a man has to do. And that thing stuck with me till date. Sometimes I remind him, but he's still alive. And he will laugh. And he will say, you learned well. A man has to do what a man has to do. There's nothing beneath you. Nothing. Please rise, let's pray. See, I don't want you to use status as an excuse. If you do that, you have not learned from the discipline of the Lord. Remember late Otumba Gaddafi, the one that, had this DMT mobile toilet. I told you we used to manage the accounts those days. Whenever he comes to the bank those days, he comes with, those days, I think it was a Sequoia. That time we just come out, brand new, cha-cha-cha. And he will put one big sticker at the back. Shit business is serious business. With police escort, if he needs it. And you ask him, Otumba, Alpha, which business is it that you do now? Then I shit that they carry. That's what you tell you. When I shit that they carry. Because at that point in time, that was when Nigeria events management industry was just trying to grow. So most places did not have toilets. He went out, ordered, they brought in mobile toilets for him. We carry it to go and put in places. Before you know it, they want to do experience. Experience will order. Say, okay, bring so and so number of mobile toilets. If you reach there, if you see 20, 30, 50. If you go these other events happening same day. So in a day, you might just have like maybe 500 mobile toilets dispersed to different places. Otumba said that he discovered that graduates did not like to wash toilets. He purposely employed people, graduates. Sometimes NYC will post them come or something like that. They will come to his office. They will see their Oga washing toilets at events. You will give graduates this thing to wash. He said they'll be doing it like this. They'll cover their nose. Yeah. He said one day, it's invests so much. He just go, collect the thing from the girl like this. Shake the thing, make the thing splash. It's time to talk about myself, Out of that annoyance, take and you just shake am. Anything splash the girl for body. You need to see the you need to see the girl's reaction. As if she has died. Why? Shit water from this brush. Touch her body. Ask that girl now what she wants. And to live soft. You know? Yeah. I want to shop in Paris. From Paris, I want to go to Maldives. From Maldives, I want to go to... Oh yeah, now come and do the discipline that brings it. You know? I can't do it. And you see this girl? This girl can't even afford Uber from there now. To go to where she's going to. She can't even enter the Uber. Now, take broom, clean it. No. So which one be on? You're losing out on the discipline. You're losing out on the discipline. Plenty. And that's one of the things God will never leave you with a shortage of. By due, opportunities for discipline. You will have it everywhere you turn. But you can decide to despise it. I say, Lord, I don't want this training. I just want to live soft. Until the day, there was one day, one woman, her pikin shit. The thing leaked out from the diaper. This woman was in a hysteria. Do you know hysteria? Hysteria, paranoia, like, hey. And all of us were now wondering, I should be like this woman. You understand? Hysteria. So, all the time it's speaking the shit, not be they clean them. You don't tell us now. Now you they see now. We are just seeing it now. We're just seeing it. So the opportunities for the training will abound. But if you despise it, guess what? It will show up on the day of testing. And you know, if you are building strength, you are just running your marathon on your own. It's only you and nobody. Only you know. If you fail, only you know. Right? Yeah. But on the day of testing, there's what? A great crowd of witnesses. If you fail on that day, guess what will happen? The disgrace is magnified. And going forward, that becomes your name. Now that guy will collapse now when they just start the marathon. You don't remember that marathon when they run that time? And they just do beep, the guy just do that, he just collapse. Now that. And that becomes your identity. So I'm going to make a simple prayer this morning. I say, Lord, I will not lose my training. I will not despise those training opportunities. I will not despise the chastisement of the Lord. I will not despise those opportunities. I will not be even discouraged by them. I will not lose heart. I will stay the course. I will learn the lessons. I will learn the lessons. I receive strength. I receive grace to stand through the days of Paidew, when demands are put on me in secret for the place you are taking me to. Lord, I will stay the course. 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 I will not fall on the wayside. I will not fall. My strength will not fail due to lack of exposure to training. My strength will not fail because I lack discipline. My strength will not fail because I despised or I ran away from the days of training. You will help me, Lord. You will help me. I receive grace, strength, strength.